All right, welcome everyone. We're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for
Delicious in Dungeon, episode 14.
All right, we're headed back.
Yeah, because we can't do the dungeon just yet.
No.
We gotta, gather our resources and maybe some friends and try again later. I love this. This is such a great way to take the mundane thing of, hey, we're going to have to do, repetition.
Right.
You know? That can be fun in a game setting, but can be absolutely brutal and boring in a story setting, and actually make it be, really impactful, because it's like, shit, we feel like we failed, and yet that's part of the process.
We did a good expedition. We brought everybody this far.
Oh, yeah.
We killed a red dragon.
Right.
That happened.
We don't have more party members.
Did the dragon get, kind of dark magicked into Fallen?
Yeah, there was some sideways progress, for sure.
Yes.
But
we definitely adjusted things there. And Fallen is alive now, whereas she wasn't before, thanks to the absolute goat, Marcel, who saved her life. But now everyone's grappling with what they've done, the consequences of this, what we have to look forward to.
Right.
And I think we need old party members back.
Or
we need just new party members.
Well, because the whole meta of the dungeon might be about to change, because they met the person.
Yeah, they met the Mad Mage.
They met the Mad Mage. They fought the Mad Mage and survived.
Yeah.
Holy shit. All the adventurers everywhere are going to probably be approaching this dungeon a bit differently.
Yeah, and I'm excited to see them leverage the information that they have, so they don't just broadcast it necessarily to everybody.
They find some, wealthy person or whatever, and they're like, okay, we have a lot of information. We also need a lot of gear. So, you'll be able to make a lot of money off of the information that we have.
But you need to
selling
give
it
us
to other
some really
adventurers.
good gear.
You got to kid us out.
You got to kid us the fuck out.
Yeah.
All right, but y'all, without further ado, let's get into this. New OP!
Let's go!
Yes, it's the perfect time to do it! This is so happy-go-lucky considering what just happened.
Right.
Wow. Fucking Marcel just...
Yeah.
They're just like...
Hey. I was hoping we'd meet this guy again.
Yeah. We got a whole set of people here. Okay. Yes, these scents. Damn. Just like that, yeah.
Yep. Not exact.
What?
I mean, to be fair, if they set you up to be revived...
Yeah. You were dead. You were dead.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. Right.
Priorities.
Who voices that person?
Classic. Oh my god.
Oh, no. The same shit.
Uh-huh. Oh shit. Wait. These are like... Oh. Oh shit. Oh shit.
Oh, nice.
It's them, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is awesome. Oh.
Cool. I like how,
There's a reason you're the leader, yeah.
Uh-oh. Oh, no. No.
Stop casting!
No,
Stop casting!
Just wave your hands.
Clap in the face. Oh! Oh!
リンシャ、これは幻覚だ。姿なのが惜しいな。さて、この現実の
Amazing.
This is so good.
Amazing.
This is amazing.
Yeah.
This is so wonderful. Yep, just casually dispatches
Right.
his whole party. Yep, he knows all their weaknesses. This is Batman taking out the Justice League. Like,
Right.
I know how you all fight.
一歩引いた場所からこっち
Yo,
を見
yo,
て
it's me. It's me.
あいつ
Oh, the one that's the actual.
Ah,
Yeah.
right. Damn, what if he had been wrong?
Yeah.
そいつを話してやっちゃくれねえか。
こいつら
Oh, shit.
だった死体回収や。
後をつけてきたんだろ。
どういうこと？
Yeah.
より深い層で死体を拾った方が儲かるんだよ。
And you guys could have been dead, but yeah.
あとはゆっくり追いかければ、
Uh-huh.
より儲かる死体の出来上がり。
Wow, kind of shitty.
Yeah.
Kind of shitty.
ただ少し遅かったな。
Yeah.
見つけた頃には俺たちは
We were all ready.
Yeah.
幻覚魔法で殺し合いを。
少し違うな。お前らが窃盗犯に追いつき。
And you killed them. Yeah,
Sure.
yeah.
冒険者同士の窃盗や交戦は重罪だ。島主
Yeah.
に報告させてもらう。
このまま帰るんじゃお前らも損だろ。
Right, right.
ちょうど俺たちの仲間がそこに二人伸びてる。そいつらを蘇生所まで連れて行って
Oh.
この金が手に入るはずだ。
Yeah.
彼らは
You'll get the money. Oh.
Oh.
巨人に襲われたと証言し。
Oh,
Oh,
shit.
that's
取り分は
oh, that's so fucked up.
いや3割でいい。
You take 70, we'll take 30.
分かった。いいだろう。
What?
All
It's
right, what's
a
he
bait.
actually
It's a-
gonna do? He kills the other two. Yeah.
Oh!
Yeah. Yeah.
そうでなくちゃ。
Oh my god!
Holy shit! He's a badass.
And cold-hearted motherfucker.
やっぱり人間は楽でいいな。
Humans.
ドワーフもノームも
Right. Oh,
みんな
right.
同じところが教師だし。ミックを見つけてきてくれるかい？
こいつどうする？
迷宮の呪いを解くつもりも魔物を根絶する。
Yeah, you're not a helpful adventurer.
このままじゃまともな人間は島から去ってしまう。
Shit. And I get the feeling
お前たちみたいな。
they're not gonna leave you in a place where you'll be found by others. Or in a state. And she's just thinking about the kiss.
Yeah, let them sink to the bottom here.
Fish food.
なあ、さっきはごめんね。さにあんなこと
It's so calm.
Yeah.
なかなか前に進めないな。
Progress at any cost, kind of.
島主は迷宮を儲かる穴くらいにしか考えてない。物の皮や骨で食いつなげると思っている。探索し尽くされた迷宮へ潜る奴はいない。核戦金の夢がないせいか、保険心ってやつがくすぐられないせいか、迷宮から魔物が溢れ住民を苦しめる。早く迷宮の呪いを解かなくては。この世に魔物や迷宮は不要だ。
Motivation and
Yeah.
a persistent one.
でお腹減るよね。
こいつら結構金目のもの持ってるぞ。
Nice.
他は水に沈めるんだ。
はあ？沈める？
それに手をつけちゃ、俺たちも彼らと一緒だろう。軽く食事を取ろうか。
All right.
I
Well,
suppose that's how
that
you-
is a code.
Yeah, that way he makes sure that, like, if he does this, it's because he believes it's what's needed,
Right.
not because he's gonna profit off of it.
Right.
死体拾いって儲かるんだね。
自分たちで死体を作って持ち帰るんじゃね。
Yeah.
一応島からの報酬には審査があるらしいが、あいつらは相当うまくやってたみたいだな。
Damn.
Okay.
バカしまるし、太り続けて破裂しないから。
そしたらエルフがすっ飛んでくるぞ。
パーティーとして踏ん張ってもらわない
He
と。
serves a purpose. Yeah.
Right.
トールマンにドワーフ、ハーフフットにエルフか。霊よけの術を施してくれ
Yeah.
たパーティーだよ。
Yeah.
宝石泥棒の。
Now maybe.
エルフのいるパーティーってのはそう多くない。海というのも引っかかるんだよね。少々無茶な潜り方だ。
Oh, sure.
ホルム。
That makes sense too,
Yeah.
because 6 was the number that they went down to with originally.
僕そういう術はよくわかんない。
見せて。優等生。
It screams honor student.
あそこの連中みんな似た式を書くもの。エルフが書いた術なのは間違いない。
魔術学校ね。
What?
なるほど。東電兄弟のパーティーだよ。
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah, you're right. Okay.
Good call.
東電兄弟の妹が確か魔術学校の出だった。
She is, okay.
パーティーのエルフが
Oh, yes, pretty close. Pretty close.
それ
That's
こそ昔からの幼馴染みたいに同じ魔術学校で育ったんじゃないかって。
also good deduction, yeah.
Yep.
トールマンの匂いは一人分だったでしょ。
Sure.
兄弟なら2人分じゃないと。俺が少人数で無茶な潜り方をする理由。
兄か妹のどちらかを知って
Yeah, you got it.
救出するかどうかで仲間と一悶着が
Wow.
あった。先ほどその一人とすれ違ったんだよね。
You did.
彼らは以前から
Yep.
目的や収入の
That's a good
ことを言って
point.
いたようだし、崖に何人かパーティーを離れたのかも。そして困窮して放
He's a genius.
Yeah.
ドワーフの匂いもしたって
いや
は言ってたよな。
新しく雇ったのかもしれない。
そのパーティーって
トールマン
Half-foot?
はライオスとファリン、
Yeah.
それからおそらく東方人のシュロー、ドワーフのナマリにエルフのマルシル、チルチャックとか言ったかな。シロー、ナマリが抜け、新しいドワーフが一人加入してるはず。
さっきの女がナマリだったんだ。
だよ。
名前はね、武器屋って呼ばれてる男の一人娘。
武器屋。
Oh.
Whoa, yeah.
島での武具の流通を仕切ってた男。多額の着服が発覚して失踪。ドワーフの心象を悪くした一因って言われてる。
Okay.
Dang.
苦労させられたドワーフは多いから。
Okay.
私もだけど。
A lot of exposition, but I like this different perspective that we're getting by following this party.
僕もチルチャックってやつのことなら知ってるよ。いい年したおっさんだけど代表みたいな顔しちゃう。誰かと契約するときは組合を通して仲介料を払えとかがめついやつさ。東方人のトールマンってのはリンの同郷でしょ。知り合いだったりして。
東方人で
Yeah,
来てくれ
yeah.
しないで。
彼は少しあそこでも浮いた存在だったな。今日の仲間数人と島入りして、東電のパーティーに一人で加わった。
And apparently he's ridiculously strong.
彼がパーティーを抜けたか。まさか兄弟二人ともいなくなって。この島にはたくさんの
He's so exuberant.
それぞれ違った思惑で動いてる。変でバラバラなその行動がピタッと噛み合うとの人間を巻き込んだ歴史的な出来事に。
Well, you're about to witness one of those, I
Yep,
think.
yep.
東電兄弟のパーティーだといいな。俺はずっと
You
前から
wanted to join their
あいつらの
party.
化けの皮が剥がれる瞬間。
Oh, wait.
Oh,
there-
that look in your eyes.
Yeah, yeah.
俺が何かされたわけじゃないけど、金ハギの一団で儲けたらしいんだ。病気や怪我で迷宮に潜れなくなった仲間に稼ぎをほとんど渡してたんだ。
Dang.
彼らはとっくに完治していたのに金を受け取ってたんだよ。結局彼らは冒険者に戻ることはなく、今では島で密造品を売りさばいてる。
Oh, shit.
Okay.
地を倒した者には全てを与える。この国の王らしき男が残した言葉だそうだけど、本当に全てが手に入るかどうかは別としても、そのものが古代エルフの残した遺物だ。協力を持つのは間違いないだろう。
All kinds of things.
俺はそれがあの兄弟であるべきではないと思っている。彼らは善人なわけじゃない。人間に興味がないだけだ。
Nice.
Okay.
It's a fun little detail, the idea that
Although, I feel like he's the one who's really indifferent to people.
何事もなく帰れますように。
oh, that's the cleric. Yes.
Yep. Oh shit, what's that under the water?
Yep, yep.
みんな足元を警戒し。
Well,
Oh shit.
well.
クラーケン、いやシーサーペントか。
Oh.
彼女を出すなんて無理。変なものが混ざっちゃう。
お前が何とかするんだカブル。複雑な動きをする生き物じゃない。頸動脈でも何でも。いや、瞳孔だよ。
Yeah, yeah. What carotid artery?
Oh,
Another party. Let's
All
go.
right.
Oh, it's Shuro. Dead. So cool.
ここいらでお食事になさい。
He has a harem around him,
Yeah.
just supporting
Uh-huh.
his
Yeah.
ass.
棒にも困ったもんだ。
完全にほ
Yes, yes.
危ないところを助けていただきありがとうございました。
ただ通りすがっただけ。
僕の勘違いでなければ、
God, I love him.
yeah.
性をお探しなのでは。
How did you know?
心中を察しします。ひょっとしたらお力になれるかもしれません。
Damn, he's good.
エンさん捜索について。
Whoa.
Are you psychic or something?
やめろってどうしちゃったんだよ。
What?
もう
What?
They're a cat person, yeah.
Yep, 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 yep. Took me a
Amazing.
second. Took me a second, but
期間宣言から丸2日。
気止まりだ。
damn.
Right, because you
lost.
didn't know how you got to this place,
Right.
so
道に迷って
死にかけている
Oh my god. In Delicious in Dungeon, they're gonna
They're
starve,
gonna starve
almost.
because, well, it makes sense though, because like the red dragon would have eaten up all the things in this kind
Or
of
scared
area,
them away,
or
yeah,
scared them
yeah.
away, or whatever,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So now it's like, wait, shit, like because they would have been probably low on supplies for a long time, but because they always were getting fresh supplies, it wasn't an issue.
So while they're struggling just to get back home, we're gonna follow along with these two parties for a little bit.
Yep, and I
That
gotta
sounds
say,
awesome.
as far as a way to like introduce more characters to us for like the grander scale stuff that's gonna be coming, great, like
Yeah. We've already spent a little bit of time with them before this. They were the gimmicky party that just kept dying.
right, and so we have enough like connection to be invested when we see them, and then we get to know them more, and we're like, oh.
Yeah,
Yeah, they're
and-
really fun. They
Yeah, and I
have,
can very clearly tell that they're more focusing on Kabu than the others.
oh yeah,
Like, he's really interesting.
and he's cutthroat. Holy shit.
Yeah. Yeah, he has a very unique dysfunction.
Yeah.
All right. A nice
Awesome.
little interlude episode.
Yep.
Getting time to spend with Kabu's party.
And, holy shit, Kabru's terrifying.
Kabu is terrifying.
Like he's got that like, you know, oh, I'm totally nice and you know, just I've
Yes,
got the
I
face
have
that
a
anybody
code
could
and
trust, you know.
I'm very kind and
Right, and
sweet.
principled, and I will also totally murder you and leave
Right.
you for the
He's
bitch.
he's lawful evil. Like just straight up lawful evil.
I could see him being lawful neutral.
Well, no, I know, but that he killed he killed people.
Well, they're abusing the rules.
No,
you know?
I know, but the Punisher is
Yeah.
not lawful neutral. Like
Well,
that's basically
no,
what
yeah, well-
he has the same code. It's the like I have a code. That just means I'm lawful. Doesn't mean that I'm good or neutral. If he's willing to just kill people with no weapons, no like hesitation, surprise attack, just suddenly like
Well,
this-
and yet there's that reason of where it's like, you know, it totally makes sense in that they would
that's how he
absolutely
justifies it though.
Well, right, because and that's what I love about it. The not taking the money, right? Where it's the
That's
no,
just a code. That,
yeah, like that's a
Nothing
thing
moral
that's a
about
thing
that.
to make him probably feel better about
Exactly.
it. But
Oh my
and
goodness.
to be fair, I'm all for your decision in that situation, right? Like,
Oh, yeah, fuck these guys.
Fuck these guys,
Fuck
right?
these
You'll
guys,
make
yeah.
this place a bit safer, you know, and all that
If someone
stuff. And,
tries to kill you, you kill him, you know,
right,
you kill him dead.
And,
like
and
yeah.
well, and also in this world of resurrection and stuff, like if you decide to stop them here, that you need them to actually be dead. Otherwise, they'll get resurrected eventually, and then they'll be like, "Oh, this guy killed us," and then
Oh,
you
yeah.
know it's a whole kerfuffle.
No, totally. That's with how they dispose of the corpses.
Right.
I'm talking about the fact that he's like, no, they were gonna offer us a deal, and the deal was
A fucked
really
deal.
fucked up deal.
Right.
So the idea that he's like, okay, you introduced fucked up measures, and also I can't trust you to
Right. To not
like-
try and do this again or whatever, you know, like
So he made the call that I'm just gonna kill all of you. Yeah.
right.
But yeah, then he went over to the, the party member guy, the one that they caught with the illusion spell and
Right.
stuff. Went up to him, killed him, defenseless, execution style. Yeah. I would say the really fun part about it is that I think that for the purpose of like alignment, which is in itself a dumb
Yeah,
thing,
right.
he fits all the requirements for lawful evil for me. But
okay, yeah.
the idea that we're going to be following this character as in some ways his own protagonist of the side
Sure.
this side of the
Yep.
story is so fun because the rest of his party isn't necessarily that much better. We can see in a lot of ways that
Sure.
they're incapable of seeing the ways in which other people are just doing what they need to survive out here.
Right.
When immediately after they, kill all the people here, they're like, oh yeah, now we eat their food and stuff. So it's like, yeah,
Well, yeah, it's the
that was
if you want to see the hypocrisy of of people or whatever, just look at what when you're driving,
Right.
what you do, you
Right.
see a certain way, and then when other people do the exact same thing that you do, you're like, you son of a bitch,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
scum
exactly.
of the earth, right? And so they think that Laos's party is like, oh, they stole some of our food.
no,
Those
they think it's them, right.
no,
yeah.
right. Yeah,
Yeah.
the party that all that stuff, right? But they specifically didn't take any of our money. Those bastards, they stole our food. And they also saved us and cast some protective magic on stuff to make sure that we'd be okay. But go, those bastards, right?
Yeah,
you know,
exactly, right. That's why I find Kabu like far more interesting. Is that for the most part, the party is not really getting that much development, other than the stuff that they kind of explored with Daya. The idea that Namari and her father ruined. It was mostly her father ruined the reputation of dwarves for the Lord of the Island, potentially,
right,
and potentially for a lot of the people in the area, because of some arms dealing stuff. That's cool because it ties in a little bit more with the stuff that we got from the Lord of the Island with regards to the elves and dwarves and their whole, situation as well. So there's some fun world building things that are being set up there. But all this episode to set up the idea that Kaburu's party bumps into Shuro, who is also on the way to look for Fallen.
Right.
And this is 2 days before they ended up even like killing the dragon and everything,
bringing her back.
Yeah. So he's looking for her probably because he feels like he failed in the dragon fight.
Oh yeah.
But also he's doing this independent of Laios and their party.
Right.
Probably because it's being led by Laios, and that's what ended up.
That's what got them into this situation in the first place. And clearly, he is a very competent individual. Makes sense.
Yes.
And hey, there's all these people that are totally cool with primarily following like your lead with this very personal objective.
Right. No. Yeah. So there's lots of potential for characters in both parties. Actually, it very much seems like Reen is in the same situation with Kabu, but but the idea that
what are you talking about? No,
yeah,
that's not what it is.
But the idea that this party also has we have a full party of women and then Shuro, but they're doing this independent, so we could have 3 parties all converge and make a super party.
Well, what I love about this, so they'd established that the adventuring community is a small community.
It's a very small community.
And so, one, it makes sense that these people would know different things about different characters in the show, and that's a fun way to give us different perspective and also show what they know and all that stuff, and then also Kaburu's ability to like discern things and stuff, right? But since we're going to be going into, ostensibly a grander scale kind of a thing, as it's like, more big, important stuff. Yeah, knowing the characters that are then going to be involved in that stuff, I'm glad that we're getting introduced to them here, right? Even though a lot of it is like very like kind of quick introductions, I gotta say, as far as like essentially having a whole episode dedicated to introducing a bunch of new characters, this worked great.
Yeah.
I found myself fully enjoying what was happening. The mechanics of what was going on was exciting. Like there were actual stakes and consequences, and killing the people that were going after the corpses and all that stuff.
Inspired idea from a DM's perspective here. Not to use specifically D&D, but just any kind of TTRPG encounter here. Having illusion magic suddenly come over the whole party, and you have to be able to determine not just who is which party member, but knowing that there is someone in here that is not a party member that must be casting this magic.
Well, and all of the things that are done, like the mechanics of the battle, are ways in which to give characterization for the people that are effectively strangers to a lot of us.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's fantastic. Like it's the episode managed to be very information dense without ever it feeling like we're just going on an exposition dump. Even in the moments where they're saying, hey, what do you know about the characters? They have an active objective.
Right.
Okay, let's try and figure out who this party is, and so that we can,
Yes, and Kabu really basically is the guiding light through this whole thing here. By focusing on Kaburu's characterization through the illusion magic encounter, and then the decision to, by his own code, kill all of them, which I have so much respect from the story for allowing us to have a side character have this much agency in the plot. To then effectively, consequentially, remove an entire subplot just from the story. That's just gone. We also spent time focusing on why this is done, why
Right.
not only this is done here in the story, but why this is being done in the story in the
Like in the world,
sense.
yeah. Why it makes sense for people to do this.
Right,
yes.
right. And then having the actual party with Kabu, not even bat an eye.
No.
That gives us so much
Oh, yeah.
knowledge of their party from a characterization standpoint. One, they follow Kabu to the
'Cause he's-
to the utmost. They are
'Cause why-
diehard
'cause
loyal.
Why wouldn't they? He is incredibly competent. He absolutely watches out for them. The fact that he was able to realize by the
But-
way illusions were fighting, I know you, and I'm
Yes.
going to help you.
Right.
But I can also take all of you
Right.
out.
But how many times has their party wiped so far?
Many times.
Many times.
Yeah.
This is the part that is such a fucking hilarious
Yeah.
joke to me. Is that their party, to me, was introduced long before this as the joke party.
Right. They are the slapstick.
They were.
Yeah.
They're not anymore.
Not
They have
anymore.
Literally.
Yeah.
With the to draw this as a meta thing here. Delicious in Dungeon 5 episodes ago was a different show.
Entirely.
We are now in the new real era of Delicious in Dungeon. That means that there is no room for a slapstick silly party.
Sure.
That means that when they get resurrected and we bump into the gnomes that help them out, and they're like, oh, that was the lucky thing that because of what Laios's party did with helping them and all that, they were able to be here to then do this. So that all lines up with the natural kind of consequences and flows of things. But then also because of that, the foraging and corpsening party is like, fuck. Well, we were gonna make easy pickings off these guys.
Right. Because we noticed a pattern.
We've noticed a very clear pattern.
Just adds more, like, if these guys are really competent, but they kept dying and stuff, that just goes to show how much, like, kind of dumb luck has followed Laos's party.
Yes.
In that they've managed to, with much fewer numbers and everything, get past all of these things and, just sort of bullshit their way through, when this party that has just the leader alone is so competent that it's like, how did that ever happen?
Right.
Yeah, well,
Right. And all that to say, the reason why we can have all this sudden, serious, very extreme pivot turn in their kind of story here is because we know, even with all this, that once we go back to Laos's party and everything, we're still going to have cooking montages.
Yep.
We're still going to have monsters being turned into friends. We're still going to have, foraging of the monsters in a weird way in order to make food out of them.
absolutely. And let's add to the other things, right? Because since this is the slapstick group, but they're not going to be anymore. Well, except that maybe they kind of will be, because what we have here is a bunch of very serious situations with these characters, right? With Kabu's, lethality and meeting Shuro as he's in this haggard state, like I need to find Fallen and all that stuff. And then after all of this, they're going to run into the main party again. As they're going to be talking about, so we met the Mad Mage and we did all this crazy stuff, and they're just gonna be like, what? But you're imbeciles, like this will so break Kabu's mind as he's like, I assemble the
crack team,
the profiles of all the people that I think of, and psychanalyze them and everything, and then it's just, just Senshi just likes to cook and like.
Well, not only that, like Senshi's probably the only reason why they've made it this far is just the
they're able to do the endurance run with the dungeon very effectively.
Right, whereas all of y'all are running on bacon and bread and no nutrients and
Yeah.
stuff. Y'all are
Lard
running
and hardtack.
Yeah, exactly. Y'all are running at like 70% of your potential.
Right.
You're down 2 party members just by your nutrition.
Right.
Yeah, if you
Yeah. Like, also, I gotta love the way in which, as a result of us getting their perspectives on the world and the characters and things like that,
Right.
we can have information that we know to be false as a way to also characterize them. So the
right.
fact that the other half-foot rogue is like, Chill Chuck.
Fucking Chill
that
Chuck.
Greedy
Thinks-
son of a
thinks
bitch.
he
always
stands for all of us.
signs contracts, makes sure that he pays the guild fees, and crosses his T's and dots his I's. Oh, that greedy bastard.
Meanwhile, they have
They're not paid, like they're paying with
kobold
food. They're
contract worker.
right.
Yeah. It's like,
Oh
yeah.
yes, no, I care about you. Oh, he doesn't care about.
Mixed feeds
it's
me.
all about the money with him.
You know what I heard there? Doggo Kuro is as loyal as who makes him the best food. You know what our main party does? Makes the best food.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Mick, your relationship with Kuro might
Also-
be short-lived very soon.
I'm just gonna say, you're gonna maybe groan or laugh at this. I am already shipping the enemies to lovers female cat person ninja with Kuro.
Wait, no, not with Kuro.
No,
Not
enemies
with
to
Kuro.
lovers.
No.
They don't get along, but
No.
they're actually.
No. Clearly,
They end up finding a spark that can't be explained.
Clearly, the part that's the most interesting
Mm,
here
mm-hmm.
is that we have a cat and dog person just existing in this world,
Mm-hmm.
and Laios also exists in that same world. So, the more opportunities we have for him to interact with either of them, he's gonna be like, you know, like Laios style, you know, just be like, so, you know, do you mind if I I inspect, you know, DM, I roll to insight.
And then
inciting what? Everything. Oh.
And then we have the definitely not technically not harem with Shuro because there's the one person who is obsessed with him, and
Absolutely.
then there's the two that are like, oh, how dare he be so smitten with that person? No, he's not showing
not the
affection
one
at all.
besotted,
I think y'all might be projecting or a little jealous or something like that. And then but the thing is that's only 3.
Right.
That doesn't once it's 4, it's definitively a harem. 3 is the it could just be a
The
complicated.
other two
rom-com.
couldn't give a fuck.
The other two don't care, and I love it.
I saw another party member that's just hungry.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Like the way in which you can see like the little patterns of like the way in which so many different characters in this show are mentally just not traditional, you know?
Yep.
And I love it. And the
It's so
different
fun.
pun intended flavors that we get with
Yes.
that are great. I can't wait to see the ways in which those like interact, and sort of
Nice big stew.
cause those historic events as our boy put it. Yeah, this is going to be awesome.
I also just have to say, the fact that Shuro has like the,
Yeah.
I don't have time for
5
this.
o'clock shadow,
I've got to go. I've got to do my duty.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he might be actually the goodest boy of all the characters here. And
yes.
he's just so ashamed of like
I fully
Fallen.
yeah, absolutely. I fully believe that he is so like noble to the point of like, the trope of like lawful stupid.
Yes.
He's not stupid, but the thing is that his convictions
he's
are
competent as
so
fuck.
he's competent as fuck, but his convictions are so extreme to the point that I don't think other people will be able to get it, right? To the point where it'll be kind of like Laos's obsession with monsters and things like that, right? It'll just seem strange. And so then there's the people who are like, I mean, yeah, but he's hot. He's rocking the 5 o'clock shadow, and
Have you seen him wield his katana?
you're right, exactly. Damn, yeah, that was all fantastic. I love the way in which basically this episode with character introductions informs future plot elements and like world building and all that stuff, while at the same time just seeding comedic elements. Like the fact that
So many.
Rin's introduction basically is the illusion magic, a spellcaster. They are the person who could take out a party. We need to stop that. Well, what's the way to stop it?
Yes.
They can't, if they can't verbalize their, their incantation.
Yep.
Then right? And it's like,
The
hey,
vocal components coming through this mouth.
yeah, exactly. I'll even make sure that the tongue just is interfered with directly, not just that the air can't escape or whatever.
Yes!
Right? Like that.
Yes!
I fucking love that, and the idea that Kabu like both
It's
addressed
so-
it in the most kind and whatever way of like, hey,
Right.
by the way, sorry about that, right? But also like I get the sense that he doesn't get it like at all. Like that's entirely something that he's saying is a form of pattern matching.
I get the vibe also. And there's something so sociopathic about
absolutely.
Kabu.
Absolutely.
That it's I also know that she's 100% into me. I could not care less about her.
Right.
So
right.
I will use that.
Well, I mean, if you think about it, that's another form of like, mental difference that we can get into where somebody just doesn't get something, right? And this is the way in which it can be kind of scary.
I'm meaning like he knows.
Oh, no.
He just has no interest.
No, right. But like when I say doesn't get it, it's the understands it in concepts, right? You know, but there's that part where he understands it purely on the surface level. He does not understand any of the deeper like implications of that.
I think there's an issue I have with your wording. What it is I think it's that I would be interested to see who is Kabu's type.
If he has one.
And what I think is that he does have one. It's just that he has so many other things on his mind that he's not interested in that right now.
And hey, to be fair, with the kind of shit that they've been dealing with as a party, you'd get pretty practical and pretty cold pretty quick. Right.
I think it's the difference where I don't think that Kabu is like necessarily ace or something. I think what it is that at the very least, because of how much he understands about how like people work and stuff, it's the question as to whether or not he has experienced something versus can experience something.
Sure.
So I'm interested to see where his dysfunction's limit is.
Oh, right. Yeah. I thought you were going to say where his dysfunction is. I'm like, we just had it put on full display here. What are you talking about?
The only thing that's not dysfunctional about Kabu is that sword and that face. Because, damn.
Yeah. He knows how to work it.
Kabu has that, like, Griffith riz, you know?
Right.
Where it's like, he looks same time, good, but also
he knows how to
he's
talk.
got that, like, sly, like, devious look as well.
He would absolutely sacrifice them all. And yet at the same time, we get these comedic bits with him even after they're being moved out of the, slapstick side of things, where it's I just have to attack its carotid artery. Wait, I don't know where the fuck its carotid artery is. Like, that kind of shit, where it's like, because he's similar to a lot of the characters we know and love, he's so serious and terrifying, but also at the same time, he's just a dude who can get mooked because something happens he didn't expect.
I need to bring up something else here. This is something that is a very eerie line that he says.
Okay.
When he's making the deal, and then he goes and stabs the guy with the trident. He then has his party go, not surprised. Yep, that's our Kabu.
Yep.
Sasuke Kabu-san, Just slice,
stab.
Carotid artery, carotid artery, carotid artery.
Oh, yeah, his thing of humans have all the same, like, humans are so much easier than monsters.
Yep, humans really are easy to kill.
Yeah.
I will just say.
Like, that's saying it like he's not one of them.
Okay, yes.
Among other things.
Thank you. You're taking my lines before I say them, but thank you. The thing that is so fucking eerie about this is that they're dungeon delving adventurers. You should not be killing humans in your dungeon delving experience here. And we have been informed that like humans is the
broad player character kind of
races. Elves, tall men, half-foots and all that. Yeah. But the idea that this motherfucker better have the soldier background, because if he's he's saying this because it's I've been to war with
sure.
But
Which could totally be the case.
Let me actually finish a thought here. But if he's saying this because of his experience with killing humans, not because from a structural and anatomical standpoint, humans just have so many easy weaknesses. It's no. How many humans have you killed? Well, my man's like, how many breads have you eaten?
Right. Enough that his party says, that's our Kabu, when he immediately goes and kills the person.
Right.
So I fully believe that because he believes his own ideals, he's not going full, serial killer. But he's pretty close to that. And so he's been in situations before where people that are less idealistic end up running against him. And it's oh, man, you really shouldn't be here. What, like in the dungeon? No, alive, And then it's like, he takes care of them. But the thing is, from the party standpoint, it's like, hey, these were people that were trying to fuck us up. Yeah. Awesome. You saved us. Way to go.
I will say, as a DM, I love this character.
Oh, yeah. He's great.
As a DM, I'm terrified of this character because this is a murder hobo. This is straight up, but this is a murder hobo with a code and taste.
Well,
but
yeah,
that's it.
Exactly.
That's it.
Well, that's what's great about it. Like, if again, this is a actual world and all that stuff. But like, if this character were made by a player, I could see it being somebody who's played so many times that they're like, no, yeah, I'm gonna make a murder hobo. But the thing is, DM, I'm gonna make you believe it. I'm gonna make you understand that there is a reason why they are the way they are. And yes, they will absolutely be a murder hobo. But no. Actually, they're not gonna do the hobo thing because they will actually leave the money. Because they're principled.
They're principled.
Holy shit, that's terrifying.
I fear the principled, competent soldier that starts leading other people.
Because when their principles just say, oh, this is what needs to be done, then okay.
Right.
You know?
There's a difference between like principles and like zealotry, but like it's really just the measure at which they stick to their principles.
Right. And again, as far as a way to make the plot interesting with these characters being added to the mix of things going forward.
Yeah.
Here's someone where I can fully trust that they could be on the side of the protagonists, right?
Yeah.
And yet I do not trust them. I am going to be watching them. It adds tension in so many interesting ways. While at the same time, their party is so different from them for the most part that like some of them, there's differences and all that stuff, but like enough that his actions, I don't just say, the entire group is him, even though he could lead them to do all kinds of stuff. And that's so fun.
Yeah.
That's so fun.
He's so fun to have in the story. So yeah, I welcome Kabu into Delicious in Dungeon because now we've seen his true colors.
Right.
And I love the idea that
all the things that he said.
He
that's like
said later of, I really want to see their true colors, and my mind went to like yours that you showed this episode.
Because then the things that he talks about is how Laos was like very good-hearted and like he gave money to these people that were totally taking advantage of him. And the thing that he says about him is, they're just super indifferent to people. No, they're maybe clueless, but not indifferent to people. That was actually a lot of empathy that they showed.
Yeah.
That's some real projecting, and to have him kind of unknowingly sum up his own thing as indifferent to people.
Yeah.
Like that's a great way to put it.
It is a great way to put it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I will tell you, this is another thing that might be a little bit armchair
right.
kind of thing here. So take this with a grain of salt.
Get real sick if you're first year psych
Right.
student.
But the things that people have problems with generally, the things that people look at, and this is kind of fun because I think this party is very hypocritical with
absolutely.
Look at things. The things that they have an issue with are usually their own issues.
Right. Like
meaning that
Mick calling out Chilchuck when it's no, Chilchuck doesn't have that problem. You have that problem, but because he doesn't have the problem the way you have it.
Right. No, this is the thing. Chilchuck does have that problem, but the things that he's describing aren't the things that are actually what the problem is.
Right.
Chilchuck is absolutely out for himself, absolutely greedy, absolutely in it just for the money and stuff.
Yeah.
But the things that you focused on, hilariously, were the areas in which he's more just a rules guy.
Right.
Because he has his own code of like, if I follow my own set of rules, then I will get out of this okay.
I'm a professional. I'm doing this as a business. And so I will get paid by people. I will pay people. And I will keep things kosher in that way. Right?
Yeah. Anyhow, this was a fun episode because it
Very
just
fun
sets
episode.
up so much great stuff.
Even though it doesn't deal with the main plot hardly at all. This is the side story episode.
They're starving, meanwhile, still in the city. So, good stuff. But y'all, thank you so much for watching this episode's reaction and discussion. If you want to see the next episode's reaction and discussion right now, though, go check out the link in the description below for our Patreon and get an early access there. You can watch full-length timer reactions there, and all this comes with Discord access, and you can chat with us in the community there about this show, about anime in general, and also be sure to check out our Twitch channel. So yeah, if any of that interests you, we'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all next time.